Hello, good evening, everyone. How was your day? And happy weekend. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Right. Hello, good evening once again. How was the day? Happy weekend. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. You rested well and attend to your personal issues as much as um, you have been attending to your official issues. Today is it's uh, it's a great day. It's a great day. So I want to sincerely appreciate all of you for your birthday wishes. All right. And today happens to be my birthday. I have received a lot of birthday wishes. And in first time in my life, someone gifted me, you know, a very huge sum of amount of money. You understand? So it's like it's indeed a very good year for me because I have not received such a gift. But today, someone has gifted me a very reasonable amount of money, and I think that is for me is kind of favor. You understand? Because I have not experienced it before, but I experienced it today, and so I'm grateful to God, and I'm grateful to the person who also sent that gift, and I'm also grateful to all of you who take your time uh, out of your busy schedule to just wish me a happy birthday. I sincerely appreciate all of you. Thank you. It was so much that I have to even turn some of our groups. I just have to like turn them to admin only to respond. So it was so massive. So I sincerely want to appreciate all of you. Thank you for your felicitations. Thank you for identifying with me on the occasion of my birthday. And I pray that as you celebrate me, so you also be celebrated. All right. As you celebrated me, so you also be celebrated. So I want to thank you sincerely and I wish you all the best in all that you do. God bless you indeed. Thank you. So today, um, just like you already aware, you're aware already. When you join the meeting, tell us where you're joining us from. Tell us your name. And yesterday we start sending our WhatsApp number. You can do the same thing today as well. All right. Do the same thing today. The reason why I'm doing that, I just want to monitor consistency. By tomorrow, if I see that on Monday, I will start sending you the study manual for this course, because this course, the study manual is already available. All right, it's already available, it's ready. So I'm not going to add anything to it. What is available is what I am going to give you. So what do you do? Yeah, so just like Musa has done, send your name, your location, and your phone number. So we'll send the material to you on Monday, but I want to monitor level of consistency today, tomorrow, and then on Monday we will do that. Mr. Salihu, thank you very much. So we sincerely appreciate all of you and your support and your encouragement and your participation. One of the basic contributions so far that I have received since we started this training is your participation. Your participation has been awesome, has been encouraging, has been motivating. You understand? So I really appreciate all of you for that, um, you know, level of participation. So today I want us to look at something. I want us to look at emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. When sometimes ago I heard Ben Bruce used to say something, Senator Ben Bruce. He used to say something that common sense is not common. Eh? He used to say something like that. That common sense is not what common. So I sometimes I used to wonder what he was trying to say. But over time I come to understand that yeah, common sense is not common, because sometimes it's just for us to use our common senses to deal with certain issues. We cannot be able to do it. Let me give one example of what I'm talking about here. I think it's all in the public space now that one of the students in university or in Zikwe University you know, has been, has been withdrawn. You understand? They have exposed her from school. You understand? So now, when you look at that scenario, you look at the video, you look at what actually transpired, then you agree with me that common sense is not common. Do you understand? You know, it takes common sense sometimes to control your emotions. It takes common sense for you to sometimes say, where the environment where I am, I just have to, it's, I just have to behave myself. Do you understand? But what the ego, what is what was the reason, what fueled her action, even if yeah, maybe the lecturer, you felt that the lecturer touched you, because I'm trying to listen to some of the argument people are saying in the public space. Someone was trying to blame the lecturer for trying to why the lecturers touched the girl in the first place. that he shouldn't have touched the gear in the first place. But the question is, so they say the guy was the reason for whatever has happened. But now the question again to ask deep again is, why will she stand in a place where people are passing to do video? There was no any other place to stand and do video except a passage where people are passing. So you can see that it was actually a very serious issue. But it takes common sense to be able to handle such kind of issues. Somebody touch you, you are not happy. Well, that's fine. You can let it go, right? The person didn't touch you with evil intention, right? Didn't just touch you on the account that you are blocking his way, and you should give a space. All right. There was no evil intention attached to the touch. You understand? So what the reaction? The reaction comes as the result of our inability to control the impulses that we come to react to issues. Do you understand? You know, why do we react in that manner? That is, there are some kind of impulses that we cannot be anger. Do you understand? Anger. Yes, I think we did a training on anger management. I think we need to also develop a course on anger management. Do you understand? Because it's a very serious issue. A lot of people carry baggages from their homes, and then it becomes problem in the community. So, but it's the reason why we are looking at emotional intelligence. The reasons why sometimes we have marital conflicts is because we don't control our emotions. We don't put our emotions in check. We don't regulate our emotions. That's what we call self-regulations. Do you understand? That's what we call self-regulation. That's if you cannot regulate your feelings, how you know you react to things. You end up reacting to so many things instead of responding. So self-regulation is what we all need for us to be able to interact in this interdependent world, because we are mingling with people. We must on interpersonal level, we must interact with people. Do you understand? At a group level, we must interact with people. So we are living in a kind of an ecosystem that's interdependent. Do you understand? So it is possible that we will interact with people, and so we must control ourselves. All right, control your anger. Why why are you so pissed up to a point that you cannot control yourself, to a point that you forget the fact that this is my lecturer? If not for any reason, if not for anything at all, this is my for the fact that it's my lecturer is alone is enough for me to exhibit self-control. What was coming into her head? What was she thinking? Even if you feel that you don't know the person, all right, it's the reason why you should even be more careful, because you don't know who you are interacting with. So why the ego? Like, you are doing a TikTok video, and then so what? And then somebody touch you, and then you overreacted. No, it's not done. It's not so. On a good day, somebody touch you like that, you are letting be going with this. Even if you don't feel comfortable, it was not an issue. Go your own way. You understand? So understanding emotional intelligence is vital for not just our marriages, not just for our homes, but even for the society in general. Do you understand? We need emotional intelligence. At all costs, we need emotional intelligence. All of us must, you know, do everything possible to put yourself in check. So emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotions. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize, that's number one, understand, and manage. One, first and foremost, you should identify how you feel, recognize how you are feeling, understand the impact of the way you are feeling, and then manage how you are going to respond based on how you feel. All right. And then, as well as managing your own emotion, as well as the emotions of others, that is, you are not only understanding and managing your emotion, but you are also understanding and managing the emotions of others. Sometimes you start a problem, but when you discover that you start a particular argument, but when you discover that it's not being funny, what do? You withdraw. You calm down, right? You calm down. Calm down. Calm down. You know, I I was in a filling station sometime in a gas station. Let me just use the better language. We use filling station here, but in other places they call it gas station. So I was in a gas station, and then why uh, we were there, and two, I don't know what happened, but there was a fight that broke out. And what happened? It was one guy against two guys. Do you understand? And the guy that was alone, they were making all effort to stop him, to make him to stop. He was resisting. So when he resisted so much, and those other two guys were, like confronting him, trying to like attack him and all of those stuff, and they were trying to stop them, and then also trying to calm this other guy down. The guy was still insisting, as if like he wanted to fight. So when the gas station attendants and all of the staff there look at this guy with that level of insistence, they decided to like, okay, since you want to fight, please go out of the police station or the gas station, go and fight outside there. So they pushed the guy, and then with those two guys out outside the fence, so they began to drag the guy down behind the gas station. So as they began to drag him, I began to watch his ego, his muscles begin to drop. Do you understand? Because he now come to the reality that this thing is becoming something else. Do you understand? So he escaped by you know you know by adjusting his attitude. Because when they were trying to stop him, he was like behaving as if I can fight the two of them and nothing will happen to me. But when they finally push him out to go and fight, he changed his attitude. Do you understand? Common sense. Do you understand? So, and that's how he escaped the beating of his life. Do you understand? So, this is what we talk about here. So, see, manage your emotions and the emotions of others. All right. So, by the time you're not able to, sometimes I'll look somebody into the eyes and I will know that, well, ordinarily I should not even start the problem, because if I start the anger, say, you know, it may not end up favoring me. So let me just go my thing. You understand? So these are the issue. So It is a crucial skill for professionals working in mediation and conflict resolution. All right, it's a crucial skill. All right, we all need it. We all need emotional intelligence, not just for the professionals, but everybody needs it for the sake of the sanctity of your home, of your marriage, of your life, and what you believe in. Do you understand? So you need emotional intelligence. So because it allows you to navigate the emotional complexities of disputes and guide both parties towards a successful resolution. That is in case you are mediating in any matter. It helps you to guide the conversation to achieve results. So emotional intelligence is a vital necessity, for all of us to have. So we must possess some elements of emotional intelligence. We must develop our emotional intelligence. It's very important. So emotional intelligence is vital in mediation because it enables mediators to emphasize with or to empathize with the parties, communicate effectively, and help them manage their emotions during the conflict. You understand? So when if you are not emotionally intelligent, what will happen is that in the course of trying to mediate, you will end up being a victim. You just want to mediate, oh, but you end up being a victim. All right, let me tell you something. There was a fight, and someone was trying to separate the fight. At the end of the day, he ended up with stone injury. Do you understand? All right. The other one, it was stick. One of the parties that were fighting carried stick and hit somebody that was trying to separate them. Do you understand? So that's why you have to use your intelligence to even to separate a fight, to mediate. I remember when one some time ago, one man was trying to separate a fight between a husband and a wife, and what happened? The man was trying to, and then someone came in just to help them to stop. End up accusing the man to try to break their marriage. Another same fight that one party turned and accused him of a, you know, do you understand? So this he said, I have been suspecting you. So this did I invite you to come and separate my fight with my wife? I know that you have been eyeing my wife ever since. I have been suspecting you. Ah, so even to separate fight, do you understand? Even to separate fight, you must be you must be careful how you go about it before you end up being accused. Do you understand? So by understanding and addressing the emotional aspect So that's it, a necessity. We must have it, the society, the societal complexities, and other challenges that confront us. So, what are the benefits of developing emotional intelligence? What benefits? Why should you develop your emotional abilities? Developing emotional intelligence, is so you need to develop your emotional intelligence. It will help you. It helps you to communicate better, stronger relationship. It will help you choose easily. So emotional intelligence is very important. So let's look at some key components of emotional intelligence. What are the key components of emotional intelligence? Number one is self-awareness. You must be aware of your emotions first and foremost. Before you think of being aware of someone's emotions, before you can, are you aware of your own emotions? Let someone know that we are live through you, through your page. Let them know that you are doing a training like this. Start the following one, but let them be a part of this. So number one component of emotional intelligence is self-awareness. All right, self-awareness. So the ability to recognize and understand one's own emotions. So you first and foremost understand your own emotions. That is, it's what the it's the same thing like what the biblical injunction that was scripture that says you should first and foremost see the log in your eye and remove it before you can see clearly to remove the piece of wood that is in my eye. All right. So it's better for you to understand your own emotions before you can think of understanding someone's emotion. That's what we call self awareness. So it helps you to understand your emotions, your strengths, your weaknesses, and motivations. What is driving you? What is you know encouraging you? You know, and what is your capacity and what is your weakness? Self-aware mediators are better equipped to manage during high tension situations, ensuring they remain calm. Like I say, it's possible that you want to go with good intention to mediate, but you end up even causing more harm than good if you are not emotionally intelligent. You end up causing more harm to the issue you are trying to resolve than good. So one of the components of emotional intelligence is what? Self-awareness. Number two is self-regulation. You understand? So the catch one's emotional reactions, what that girl failed to do that terminated her educational journey, at least for now. It is not yet. Somebody, I saw a video talking about school of TikTok. Yeah, she may be sent off, but she can easily, in fact, she's already a student up there. You understand? And graduate, or a school of no graduates. So she can continue there like that. You understand? So for emotional intelligence would have helped her to self-control. I'm talking about self-regulation would have helped her to continue doing her TikTok video while still carrying on her studies, and then she will finish her studies and still, continue with her TikTok. Nothing is, you know, it's lost. I get the point now. But now something is being lost. Why? Because you could not check your emotions. You could not put your emotions in checked. You understand? You checked your emotion. Check it. Right. Empathy. Another component of emotional intelligence is empathy. That is trying to put yourself in someone's shoe, trying to understand someone's perspective, not just about what you believe in, but how others also feel. You understand? How are you going to consider them by the frequency? So, at the frequency of empathy, what are you going to do? You understand and share in other people's feelings. You understand and share in other people's what? Feelings. So, empathetic mediators can better connect with the parties, acknowledge their perspectives, and foster an environment of mutual understanding. So now you have a challenge with your partner, calm down and listen to what the person is saying as well. And then also let the person also pay attention to listen to what you also are saying. It's a kind of give and take. I should not just understand you alone. You also understand with me. And yeah, if you consider several factors and discover that someone's opinion or viewpoint is better off, then you go with that particular viewpoint and drop. You understand? So it's very important. So empathy is needed. Empathy is the empathy that will make you to feel that, oh, I really need to consider this situation. I cannot just leave the situation like that. The situation must be addressed. You understand? So empathy is very key, it's crucial. So let's see how you can apply emotional intelligence in conflict resolution. If two parties happens to bring a case before you that they are not being able to resolve, and you want to resolve it, and you want to deploy emotional intelligence, to help you to resolve the matter. How do you apply emotional intelligence in conflict resolution? Number one is emotional management. Emotional what? Management. So, with high emotional intelligence, you can effectively manage your own emotions and the emotions of other people during the mediation process. So, with emotional intelligence, you'll be able to manage, you know, how people react to situation or how people are responding to situation. You understand? So you have to remain calm and composed, even when you feel that the issue is getting out of hand. Remain calm and compose yourself. All right. So another way you can apply emotional intelligence is what? Empathetic listening. Listen with focus. Listen with good intention. Don't listen to get fault. Just listen to understand. Listen to understand. So that is empathetic listening. Listen with a sense of empathy in you. You understand? So let's look at effective communication. Effective what? Communication. So your emotional intelligence can help you communicate more effectively using both verbal and non-verbal cues to convey understanding and facilitate productive dialogue. So we must communicate effectively. And yesterday we were looking at some of the non-verbal signs or signals, right? We were looking at them yesterday, and we come to realize that there are some that means a lot when people make them. Do you understand? When someone say bye bye, it may means another thing in a different environment. That's what it is. So when you are trying to understand some of the non-verbal cues, always consider the context, right? The context where the action is taking place is very important. Developing emotional intelligence skills. How do you develop emotional intelligence skills? Because we saw previously that it's good that you should develop your emotional intelligence skills. So how do you develop them? First and foremost, you must deploy the tool of self-regulation. You must regulate yourself. You must learn to control yourself. It's not everything that you be doing vibrating. So self-regulation is very important. So regular self-assessment, like and reflection on emotional responses and interpersonal interactions can help mediation or mediators gain deeper self-awareness and identify areas for improvement in their emotional intelligence. So self-regulation. You must control yourself. You must ask yourself question. Why am I reacting like this? Is it a D? Who am I trying to impress? If you're trying to impress someone, calm down. Do you understand? So you are not trying to impress anybody. Just live your life. Mindfulness practice. This is a technique where you use in meditation. Do you understand? Deep breathing and present moment awareness can enhance self regulation. Number three way you can develop your skills or your emotional skills is empathy training. Empathy. Engage in exercises that foster perspective. So empathy training. Engage in exercises that foster perspective, taking and the ability to what understand. You have to engage in exercises that foster perspective taking. Yeah. And then also the ability to understand and share the feelings of others can strengthen a mediators or can strengthen a mediator or a mediator's building, right? A mediator's empathy skills, which are crucial for building trust and rapport with the parties. So another one way you can develop your emotional intelligence is role playing. And so just prepare. We may do simulation training. Hmm. And so if you are going to do simulation training, it means that if we will get topics, go and prepare and then come and present it. Do you understand? So this is what we're going to do. So just prepare for anything. Role playing is possible. Practicing emotional intelligence skills in simulated conflict scenarios. Yeah. So emotional intelligence in action, case study. I'm trying to share a case study with you. The scenario. A high conflict divorce case, a high conflict divorce case involving a couple with a long history of bitter disputes and a lack of communication. The parties had reached an impasse and the mediation process seemed to be at a standstill. So that was a very complex issue, a very difficult one for that matter. So, what is the approach that you're going to use in this case, considering that this is a challenging situation? What approach are you putting in place to resolve it? So, the mediator with a strong grasp of emotional intelligence recognizes the need to address the underlying emotional issues driving the conflict. They actively listen to both parties, validate their feelings, and you know, and and use empathetic language to build rapport and trust. So you cannot just approach the issue anyhow. You must approach the issue professionally, right? So it's very important. So, and then what was the outcome? By skillfully managing the emotions of the parties, the mediator was able to facilitate a constructive dialogue. So, this is what it is. So, emotional intelligence and conflict resolution. Emotional what? Intelligence and conflict resolution. Collaborative problem solving. Emotional intelligence and conflict resolution strategies. One is what? Collaborative problem solving. You have to collaborate, all right, and solve problem. When our academic student was stuck, the University of Port Harcourt agreed to, collaborate with us so that our children and our students can graduate, can finish their exams. So collaborative problem solving. Mediators with high emotional intelligence can foster a collaborative environment where the parties work together to identify creative solutions. You understand? So you can work together as a team to address some of those challenges. Then compromise and negotiation. Now, one of those strategies that you can use to resolve conflicts, even in your home, is your ability to compromise, to let go, and then also to negotiate. So, effective communication. So, parties must communicate effectively. It's very important. It's very important. So, parties must learn how to communicate effectively. I don't want to go much on that because we have talked on the issue. So, embracing emotional intelligence for successful mediation. First and foremost, you must be aware of yourself. So, embracing emotional intelligence for successful mediation. So, first and foremost, we talk that you must be self aware of who you are, what makes you happy, what peace you up. So that when you confront any of these issues, you'll be able to address it. Right? Empathy. So you must show empathy. You must be, aware of what's happening emotionally. You understand? So emotional intelligence is a vital tool for us to operate with. You understand? Very, very vital. Very, very vital. Any question? Any question? So if you have joined this meeting and you have not shared the link with someone, do so. Invite them to be part of the training. And of course, if you have not shared your WhatsApp number, go ahead and share your WhatsApp number. For those of you that did peace education, examination is next week, Saturday. So get ready. Any question? I'm looking at your comment section. I want to pick question. So couples setting boundaries and silent treatment in unresolved conflict. How do you resolve this? Couples setting boundaries. Somebody was asking a question here. So what happened in the case of couples setting boundaries and silent treatment in an unresolved conflict? How do you handle this? What it is good to settle. It is good that one can set boundaries so that we know what we are and what we cannot do. But at the same time, as couples, they say we are one, all right? So why set boundaries? So you must know the reason why they are setting boundaries. Yeah, there are times that I will be busy with something and I will give instructions that okay, please, I'm going to be busy from so time to so time. I don't want interruption. So for me, even if you want to set boundaries, they shouldn't be when there is conflict. So deal with the issue first before you come and set boundaries. Do you understand? Deal with the issue first. So when you deal with the issue, you can come to set borders or boundaries, but not when the both of you are having issues. Hello, sir. Is there any remedy for infidelity in marriage? Yes, of course, there is. Once there's infidelity and it's being discovered, the party should sit down and look at the issue critically. And then someone should be able to take responsibility for the what has happened, and someone should be committed to make sure that or to making sure that that will not happen again, and also to prove that yes, it's not happening, because it is easy to say that it will not happen, but at the end of the day it happens. You understand? So the when there's issue of infidelity and it's been discovered, then a partner that is at fault must be able to recognize the fact that what I did was wrong, accept responsibility, and then commit to making sure that the issue will not happen again. And then after that, you know, work so tirelessly to make sure that he earns back that trust that was destroyed. Do you understand? Because when you shine today, know, so if you are not able to admit your fault and commit to making sure that the issue will not happen again, then there will be challenge. But sometimes we feel that we have a challenge in Africa sometimes a man cheats, when a man cheats and maybe he's being caught, then instead of him to recognize the fact that what he did was not correct, he'll be telling you that he's an African man and he's entitled to marry more than one wife. And if you are entitled to marry more than one wife, go and marry now. Instead of cheating, go and marry. Do you understand? Go and marry. Let's know that you don't marry, don't marry. Not when you come and cheat. When they catch you now, you'll be telling us that don't you know that I'm an African man, I'm entitled to marry more than one wife. Yeah, marry more than one wife. Let's know that you marry more than one wife, You understand? All those stuff. So so this is it. But one of the best way to handle infidelity is the ability to recognize your fault and then accept it and commit to making sure that it does not happen again. That's all. So don't say that because it's the issue of infidelity, you will not be able to take it. No, you can take it. All right. And it will not be a problem again. So any other question? Any question? All right. Thank you very much. I think we'll stop here today. I'll see you tomorrow by 7 p.m. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for always taking time to be part of the training. We honor you, we celebrate you. You deserve better. So thank you very much. See you tomorrow.